Hey guys, what's going on? Underground Geek here. And this comic right here is just for you to have something to look at here. I guess I'm pulling a diversity in comics this morning. But anyway, so I've got some things on my mind and I'm trying to figure out what to do. And so I was trying to get some people's insight on maybe what they think about the situation. There's a video that I did a while back called a story that I'm working on. And in that story, you've got this protagonist that has been through a pretty hard life. He's in a post-apocalyptic world, but it's not your standard post-apocalyptic world. It kind of seems like a utopia. I envision it very Blade Runner style, the way that the buildings look and everything. At the same time, there's a lot of smog, so there's not really ever any sun. And you've got this big kingdom that kind of rules everything, very ancient Roman style. And so you've got a head leader, which is like a Tsar, and then you've got these feudal lords that handle different locations, and they've got their special group of fighters, each one with a leader of their own. And so that kind of sets up the story. Well, you got this protagonist that has grown up. He's had a very hard life. When he was younger, he used to have to steal things, and he was in this band of misfits where he was one of the younger ones, and they used him because he was smaller and could get into a lot of situations or get into a lot of areas that they couldn't. And so one day, something very bad happens to him, which changes his life forever, and he kind of, from then on, becomes a loner out on his own doing things, kind of helping people here and there. But then something even worse happens that causes his whole belief system to be thrown on its head, and something starts happening, and that's where we get the theme for the story called Ghost. And so I've been working on that story. It's got a lot of Christian aspects. It's got a lot of Greek-Roman aspects in it. There's some storylines going on in there, but I'm not trying to be political or anything like that. I'm just trying to tell a good story, and also use some Christian background stories, because there's a lot of stories in the Bible that are good stories, and people don't realize that because they don't read it. But a lot of the stories that you have nowadays are kind of tied into Christianity. I guess I'll flip the page here in case you're tired of staring at stuff. But anyway, so I'm trying to put together whether or not I want to do it as a book or I want to do it as a comic book. And I don't know, I don't have a whole lot of time, so I think a comic book might be better, because then I can do these dialogues like this to kind of tell the story, and then have an artist do the artwork. Now the problem is finding an artist, because I can draw, but I have no experience drawing comic book layouts. I have no experience doing that. And so that's where I kind of run into the problem. And so I'm kind of just trying to figure out what I need to do, But what do you guys think? You think I should do it more as a book style or more as a comic book style? What do you think about this deal? Because also there's something else in here I want to talk about in this book. There's a book coming out. It's like a Batman book, and I still haven't heard anything about it. I need to look this up, and I'm thinking about getting it. I'm going to check it out a little bit more, but anyway, so what do you guys think? Like, watch my video. It's called A Story That I'm Working On. It's an older video, and it's on my channel. And so I'm trying to think of, trying to bring that into fruition, because I had another character that I'd come up with called Codename Hercules, but it kind of ties in too much with Marvel, and I don't really want to copy anybody. So I'm trying to do something original. I'm trying to do something more fun. Because there's going to be a lot of cool fight scenes in there that I have envisioned, almost very anime style, with lots of explosions and fighting and things like that. But there's a lot of comic books nowadays that kind of have fighting like that, so kind of like the metal and other things. So that may be a good route to go in, but I just don't really know. So basically, just asking what you guys think. If you know anybody that has experience doing these kind of things, if you know anybody that's an artist kind of coming up that's not really that big or that time consuming, so maybe they could kind of help me through it, kind of talk about it. But that's just kind of an idea I had, just kind of weighing my options, seeing what you guys think. But anyway, Tell me what you think about this. Tell me what you think about the story, and also tell me any ideas that you may have. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Underground Geek out.